Welcome to this week's edition of Neuroscience Updates, covering the latest breakthroughs, brought to you by LucidQuest. Migraine advocacy is gaining momentum in the European Parliament. The European Migraine and Headache Alliance is calling for the inclusion of migraine in the EU neurological health strategy. Policymakers and stakeholders are emphasizing the need for enhanced training, dedicated policies, and care models that are responsive to gender differences. Despite affecting approximately 15% of Europeans, migraine remains significantly underdiagnosed and underserved. Tiziana Life Sciences is expanding its Phase 2 trial of Foralumab, a novel intranasal anti-CD3 monoclonal antibody for non-active secondary progressive multiple sclerosis. Weill Cornell Medicine has joined the study, and an open-label extension is planned to assess long-term benefits of this unique delivery method. Helios Medical Technologies reports sustained gait improvement in multiple sclerosis patients using its PoNS Therapy. Clinical specialists have endorsed the therapy's utility and its reimbursement outlook. The PoNS study highlights significant real-world benefits extending beyond 14 weeks, reinforcing its potential for long-term use. Polyrizon's innovative hydrogel has demonstrated over 60% success in delivering agents to brain-targeted zones via nasal administration in preclinical models. This targeted delivery system could be pivotal for treating urgent central nervous system conditions such as seizures and overdose. Human safety evaluations and animal studies are in development. BrainStorm Cell Therapeutics has reported extended survival among ALS patients treated with its NurOwn therapy. An impressive 90% of patients survived more than 5 years, with a median survival of 6.8 years, well beyond the typical 2 to 3 year prognosis. These results support the planned Phase 3b trial under the FDA's Special Protocol Assessment Agreement. Cellectar Biosciences is seeing promising early results in its pediatric glioma program. Children receiving iopofosine I-131 showed disease control, with patients in the higher dose group achieving an average overall survival of 8.6 months. The therapy was well tolerated and showed predictable hematologic effects. Capsida Biotherapeutics has received FDA clearance to initiate clinical trials for its gene therapy, CAP003, for Parkinson's disease. The intravenous therapy uses a blood-brain barrier penetrating capsid and is aimed at addressing the needs of PD-GBA patients. Phase 1-2 trials are expected to begin in the third quarter of this year. Gencyte Biologics is preparing to launch early access to Lumivoq in France, following approval of its dose-ranging trial by the French Medicines Agency ANSM. The therapy is aimed at patients with Leber hereditary optic neuropathy, or LHON, with broader Phase 3 trials and MHRA submissions also planned. Access is expected to begin by the fourth quarter of 2025. Supernews Pharmaceuticals has acquired Sage Therapeutics in a $795 million deal to expand its CNS portfolio. The acquisition includes Zurzuvae, a treatment for postpartum depression. Supernews anticipates this addition will strengthen its psychiatric pipeline and expects the deal to be accretive by 2026, driven by strategic cost synergies. In a remarkable advancement out of China, patients with paralysis have regained movement through brain implant technology. In Shanghai, clinical trial participants were able to walk again after undergoing neural bypass surgery. Chips implanted in both the brain and spinal cord reactivated dormant neurons, suggesting that motor control might be restored through internal neural reconfiguration rather than external devices. Lastly, Sarepta Therapeutics has suspended the use of its gene therapy, Elevidys, after 2 non-ambulatory patients experienced fatal liver failure. Shipments and the Envision trial have been paused. Sarepta is working with the FDA and clinical experts to implement new safety protocols, particularly regarding immunosuppressive strategies. Stay ahead in neuroscience research. Like, share, and subscribe for weekly updates. Visit lqventures.com or email us at info@lqventures.com for expert healthcare consulting. See you next time.